Hey guys, it's Kennedy. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about kind of where I've been the past couple weeks, why I haven't been posting, and then I'm going to get into some other things about my pregnancy. So like a little pregnancy update for you guys since it's been a couple weeks since I have uploaded. Why I have not been posting is because we have been crazy busy and we've just had a lot of family stuff going on. There was Christmas, all of that. So there were just a lot of things going on and I really could not find the time to sit down and film any kind of video, and I couldn't really think of like a video idea that I wanted to do before I went into labor. So that is kind of where I've been. So I also wanted to talk to you guys about kind of give you a pregnancy update from the last time I posted to where I am now. So the last time I posted a video, I was about 37-ish weeks pregnant, I believe. So that means I am 39 weeks pregnant today. 39 weeks and 1 day pregnant today. And so a couple of things that have been happening, like kind of my symptoms. I've had very swollen feet. They've hurt to walk on, so every once in a while I'd have to go sit down and elevate them because they start to almost feel like they're going almost numb, like the circulation's getting cut off because I'm putting so much weight on them. So every once in a while I have to go sit down and put my feet up and just kind of relax, get the swelling to go down, and my fingers have been getting swollen too. You can't really tell right now, but my fingers get swollen and they'll start to kind of feel tingly too, so I'll have to go like this a lot with my fingers. So that's been happening. I gained a lot of weight, but my doctor says it's a healthy amount. He's not concerned about how much weight I've been gaining. But at my last appointment, my 38-week appointment, he checked how dilated I was or anything, and I was not dilated at all. My cervix has effaced about 50%. He checked that. At my 37 week, I was about 50% effaced. At my next appointment, I wasn't really much more. But he was kind of concerned about how easy it was going to be for me to push the baby out, because he said that the baby is going to be pretty big. Because he said that the baby himself is measuring pretty big. So he thinks he's going to be at least 8 pounds, which obviously isn't huge, but for how far along I was at the time, it could mean that he could be pretty big by the time we actually have him. And he was worried about how well I was going to be able to push him out because my pubic bone is shaped kind of differently. Most pubic bones he showed me with his hands are shaped kind of like this, and mine is shaped more like a heart, like this. So he says it's kind of hard for the baby's head to get down in there, and that's why that's why I hadn't really gotten very far along in the past couple weeks with how big I was, because we all thought that I was going to be having him early because of how big I was and how active I was. We all thought that he was going to go down quickly and come out fast, to be honest. So that was a little disappointing to hear that it could be kind of difficult to get him out, could have a C-section if I can't push him. But nonetheless, we are still patiently waiting for the baby. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the labor scare that I had today. So if you can't tell by the lighting, it's dark outside. It's nighttime. It is 8 o'clock at night, and I really wanted to get a video filmed because I was really bored. And I want to kind of get this video up before I actually go into labor, because I will get into it, but basically I'm very, very close to labor. So I guess I should just start from the beginning. So last night I kept waking up in the middle of the night with my stomach cramping pretty bad, and it just kind of felt like I needed to poop. TMI, but I really just felt like I needed to poop, and all throughout my pregnancy I've kind of had some problems with indigestion, like having to go poop all the time and kind of struggling to poop. It kind of hurt to poop. So I wasn't really thinking much of it. I was half asleep, so I kept getting up, going to the bathroom, trying to poop. I was successful sometimes I wasn't, and I just came back to bed. But basically throughout the whole night I was waking up with bad stomach cramps, and no part in my mind was really thinking that it was contractions. TJ wasn't really thinking that either. We were just kind of half asleep thinking, oh, maybe she's just having indigestion. But yeah, so that happened. And then this morning, TJ and I set an alarm for 7:30, and we woke up. I sit up and I was like, whoa, I feel my underwear feels a lot more wet than normal. So throughout your pregnancy, you kind of have a lot of discharge because you have a lot of fluids coming out and a lot of things going on while obviously the baby is growing and developing. So it's not uncommon to feel like your underwear is wet because discharge is coming out. With how big I am, I can sneeze and I'll pee a little too. So like, it's really not uncommon to have a lot of to have wetness in your underwear, but it was just like so much that it felt kind of concerning. So I quickly got up, I went to the bathroom, and I pulled down my pants, and it was super watery, super bloody, like dripping down my leg, dripping into the toilet a whole bunch when I sat down. So I took a picture and sent it to my mom, and I was like, is this my water breaking? And she was like, I don't know, it kind of looks like it. It looks very watery, like too watery to be anything other than maybe your water breaking. So I called TJ from the bathroom because I was on the toilet still, kind of trying to let it all come out as much as I could get it. So I called TJ and I was like, get dressed, let's get going to the hospital. I think my water broke. So we started throwing together our last minute things. We have our hospital bags packed, but we didn't have a couple of clothing items that we would need because obviously we wear all of the clothes that we have at our house right now. So we didn't really think to pack anything that we currently still wear because we'll need to wear it before we go, obviously. So we got our stuff packed up and called some people while we were doing that, and then we headed out and headed for the hospital. So we get to the hospital, I get admitted, I get to a room, they hook up the monitor to listen to the baby's heartbeat and one to keep track of my contractions. And we just waited there for a good while. Like, it took us a really long time. We were there a total of 4 hours, which is actually a long time for how much was accomplished. So a lot of it was just sitting around waiting, but basically what they wanted to do is, because it wasn't like a huge amount of liquid that came out when I explained it to them, and because I was still leaking, but it wasn't like a crazy ton, they weren't sure if it was my amniotic fluid, so like they weren't sure if my water broke or if it may have just been like my mucus plug. So what they did was they just kind of tried to, they had me lay down on the bed in a certain position to where the liquid would just come out if it was my amniotic fluid, and it wasn't really coming out, so they were like, let's try something else. So they took this metal thing, I can't remember what it's called. If I can figure out what it's called, I'll put it in here, like what the actual thing is called. It's basically a more professional way of getting results to see if I was leaking amniotic fluid or not. But they put this metal thing, it looked kind of like this. They kind of shoved it up there and opened it, and it was very uncomfortable. I had to sit like that for a little bit while they collected the sample, and I had to kind of cough so that some of it would come out. It was very awkward and uncomfortable. Definitely not one of my favorite moments, but we got the sample. It took about, they said it would take only 10 minutes to get the results, but they came back like 30 to 45 minutes later and said that it was inconclusive, so they had to do it a different way. So what they did was, that time was they just took a cotton swab. I just opened up my legs and they just kind of had to take a little swab and just go around there for like a whole entire minute straight. And then that one would take up to an hour for results, and they came back after like 45 minutes for that one as well and told us that I was not in labor. So what they think it was just my mucus plug. The only reason I was so concerned about it and wasn't like just thinking it was a lot of discharge was because it was so watery, and there was some blood in there too. So I was really thinking it was my water breaking. We were pretty bummed. We had texted everybody and said, hey, it's time. So we were pretty bummed out, but that is my labor story for you guys. So that is what happened with that. Overall, I'm just ready to have the baby. Since this morning, my back has been hurting. I've been having some pretty, not really painful contractions, but just to the point where it is like not just uncomfortable. While I was in the hospital, they were keeping track of my contractions, obviously, but what was weird was you can look at the monitor and you can tell when you're having a contractions because it looks like little mountain spikes, and I hadn't really been feeling them. If anything, it just kind of felt like pressure on my stomach, like everything was squeezing, but it wasn't like painful. So I haven't really been feeling a lot of pain from my contractions. Tonight I've been having a lot of back contractions, and those are kind of painful. I'm not used to having a lot of pain in my back, but I am used to having pain in my stomach because I always had horrible period cramps, but never really like back pain. So I can definitely notice the contractions when I have them in my back. So that is pretty much my little update for you guys. The next thing I'm going to do is the last thing I've been wanting to do before I go into labor, which is the Baby Mama Dance Challenge. So I will cue that for you guys right now.
When the song come on, let me see you get gone. Baby mamas, this your song. Been pregnant for way too long. Now tell the DJ turn it off, turn it off.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low.
drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low.
drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the floor. 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4. Hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door. Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I got an ill flow. Tryna make some money, buy some Huggies from the store. S to the T-A, double R-K. To the E-I-S-H-A, and I don't play, doing my way. Preggo, but I'm still doing moves like Beyonce. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant, get the child support and pay my rent. Your opinion is irrelevant, cause I'm a baby mama, I can do just what I wanna. Turn up.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low.
drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low.
drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the floor. Baby bottle, I need a baby bottle. Baby daddy broke, better hope he hit the lotto. Yeah, my belly big, but I'm looking like a model. See me in the club and I'm going full throttle. Twerk right, twerk left. Take a break, cause I'm out of breath. Whew. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant, get the child support and pay my rent. Your opinion is irrelevant, cause I'm a baby mama, I can do just what I wanna. Work.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low.
drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low.
drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, down low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the floor. B-A to the B-Y, M-O, double M-A. Say B-A to the B-Y. Do that, baby mama, on the floor with it. Drop it low with it. I'ma get it like a pro get it. On the floor with it. Drop it low with it. I'ma get it like a pro get it. Work. Work.
So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which may be the labor and delivery vlog, or might be something else. We will see, but I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.